This topic talks about who might be able to help you, and specifically by that I mean get into the world of work or explore various options and avenues for decisions you could make about your early career. So think about the people you know already. It might be friends of friends, it might be family friends, it might be a relative, it might be your parents. There's all sorts of people who will be in your world who've gone before you and who are working at the moment or have been working for a while in some cases. What can you learn from them and who might be relevant? Now, the thing is, we can do our own research, and for many of us, that will be our comfort zone. Sitting, surfing the net, looking for things, going on Seek, looking at university or polytech prospectuses, seeing the list of courses, maybe talking to our peer group about that. That is relatively easy for us to do. What perhaps might make us a little bit less comfortable is having to go and speak to somebody who's perhaps older or maybe in some kind of relatively senior position, and depending on how you are and who they are and what relation they are to you or how you know them, that might be a little bit intimidating to do. But we can learn so much faster from other people, and we can kind of get the real goods sometimes, like the behind the scenes stuff that you don't always get when you're browsing a course of study to do or looking at the glossy print on a website, when they're talking about how amazing their organisation is. So a way to find out more about that and more of the valuable stuff is to go around the back door and speak to somebody who's actually there on the ground or someone who's been there ahead of you. Now, what I really suggest you do here is don't waste their time. Even though most people are probably more than happy to give you 5 minutes or 10 minutes, maybe even longer of their time, don't waste it. So go in prepared. Maybe dress up if you're going into a person's workplace, wear something appropriate. Think about like that. Think about the image you're presenting and who knows what opportunities it could create for you in the long run. Maybe prepare a list of questions, just a few questions, but be mindful of their time, and because most people in the world of work are pretty busy. And so if you go and organise, it's going to be a really good look for you as well. And they'll probably feel a lot more willing and comfortable to give you the information you need. Obviously, it may be a more informal chat around a dinner table or at a party or something like that. That's fine as well. But think about the questions you really want the answers to. And go back to the career considerations section that we talked about earlier and that you've probably already worked through. Think about what are some of the big questions there that you want answered that you're not going to be able to find out about unless you actually ask somebody who's gone before you. So you could make that a really valuable exercise.